All right, my friends, in today's video, we're going to be talking about all residual commissions in MLM versus fast start one-time commissions. Now, I know the title of this video is MLM fast start commissions suck, and it's partially true, but not totally. You know, me and my son build multiple income streams online, and so we are part of a few core MLM opportunities, and a few of them do pay fast start commissions. So of course we'll take those fast start commissions just like you would. But it's not the ideal situation that for us that we want in the long run. Is that upfront fast start commissions, because what we look at in MLM is building a team and building a solid income and helping people build a solid income as quick as possible. Because, of course, everybody wants to make more money and they want to make more money fast. And so in order to do that, you need a compensation plan that is congruent to doing so. So I'm going to go through this in detail, and I really want you to watch this video until the very end so that you can see everything that I'm explaining here, and this is all based on years and years of experience of being in MLM over 30 years, being a digital marketer online over 23 years. And I'm trying to help you and help anybody watching this video understand when you're deciding on what you're going to build, what you're going to spend the majority of your time building, because let's face it, nowadays most people are building multiple opportunities. The day and age of people, for the most part, building only one opportunity, that still only exists really in the offline world of people that are still doing it belly to belly only. And the newer comp plans that are out there that are a lot different than the old school comp plans that you basically needed, long PDF to even understand. The newer ones you don't. And so make sure and watch this entire video so that if you decide to join us in anything that we're doing, you understand fully as well the experience that we have and what we look for as something that we really pound our time and energy into building big, because some things are a lot more congruent than others to the end goal of helping people make money and helping people make money as fast as possible. So with all that said, let's get started. So most fast start commissions in the newer comp plans around that have been around the last few years, you usually get paid somewhere in the neighborhood of $20 to $25 per personal referral. So that means if you're promoting an MLM, in one of these comp plans, you're getting paid $20 to $25 mostly up front, and you don't start making any other money until the second month, meaning the residuals of whatever the comp plan pays out. And this is one of the downfalls in network marketing and MLM, is you don't start collecting residuals until the second month because they're paying out such a high fast start one-time commission that they cannot start paying out residuals until the second month. So there are a lot of people that jump on board some of these comp plans, because most of these comp plans that are structured like this will pay you, because they are usually matrices or force matrices, and they will usually pay you no matter who refers the people in your downline or not. They will pay you residually on every single person according to what each level pays. And so that's huge, because a lot of people with no experience come on board because they're looking to make some money at least by being a member and by purchasing the product or service. And it gives them time to start learning because they get to make at least some small money along the way. Now, where the downfall lies in the fast start one-time commissions is, let's say you're a heavy hitter, or you can put in a lot of people like me and my son. So you join one of these companies and all of a sudden you refer a whole bunch of people. And let's say over time you refer 300 people. And out of that 300 people, you get paid, like it says here, a $25 fast start one-time commission, means not residually, times those 300 people over time. So let's say you referred 300 people over the course of 6 months. You made $7,500 one time. That's awesome. You made $7,500. I'm not knocking that. We've been paid like that before, and with things that we are currently in. And you're like, that's awesome. It gives you a big boost in your income. But as long-term network marketers, what starts to happen is a different effect, and that's where I'm going to switch over to Canva here. And so this is what happens. So we all get started at whatever point we join some MLM or network marketing opportunity. And I'm going to switch this to red. And so as experienced marketers, maybe you have a big email list like we do. Maybe you have influence on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, or you got a lot of followers. And so you go heavy promoting, and so your income that first duration, especially like the first 30 days. And this is exactly, I'm going to give an example of an opportunity, I'm not going to name it, that happened in one of the opportunities that we promoted. And after that first 30 days, we made $2,600 in fast start commissions, literally. Okay, nice boost to the income, an extra $2,600 in 30 days. Who doesn't want that? That's great. So now we kind of flatline because, as you start promoting, it's going to slow down because of the fact you reached your influence, whatever that's going to be. So now, without those fast start commissions, you're still sponsoring people, but not as many. The next month in this opportunity, and this is what, if you can relate to this, if you're a very experienced marketer, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. We go to month 2, and now because momentum hasn't kicked in, duplication hasn't kicked in, you don't have a lot of people that are bringing in a lot of people. So you're starting to make some money because you put a lot of people in the matrix or the levels, but it pays small. Like, I'll give some examples here as we go. And there's some companies that pay puny, like 25 cents per member in your downline, per level. There's some companies that pay as much as $1, and there's some companies that pay a lot more, which really helps. So when you're looking at comp plans, be careful of what you're selecting that you're going to promote, because in the long run, you're going to quit or your income's going to die for many reasons, because there's not enough residuals in it to keep the non-producers in the business. And especially in old school MLMs that cost a lot of money to join. Like, you need to be on an auto ship for like, $200 and some a month, or you need to come in and be at this level package, which usually is in the hundreds of dollars in a lot of old school MLMs, to create this much volume for yourself in order to qualify to get paid out these commissions and blah, blah, blah. Now, a lot of the newer ones cost a lot less, $30 a month on average, are a lot of the newer comp plans, down to as little as $10 a month. But a lot of those $10 a month comp plans, and some of them that blew up really good. And I'll use Live Good as an example. Live Good a few years ago started blowing up, and it blew up like crazy. But you only got paid 25 cents per member in your downline. So a lot of those non-producers along the way made absolutely nothing, because it takes 40 members in your downline to even break even. And with the non-force matrix, the way Live Good is, you end up with a gazillion holes, and you can have a whole ton of people in your downline and make absolutely nothing. And I know people in Live Good that got in the very beginning that literally had like hundreds of thousands of people in their downline, and they were literally making like a couple $100 a month only. And this was after a long time because they're only getting paid residually 25 cents and they weren't sponsoring anybody. So this angle you look at both ways. But in this opportunity, like I said, we made $2,600 a month because of the fast start. Duplication hadn't really kicked in much at all. And this company didn't pay a lot. It wasn't Live Good. It was a different company. Didn't pay a lot residually. So then the second month we made $900. Still made some fair amount of fast start commissions in there, but didn't have a lot of duplication. Then again, we go to month 3. Excuse me. And now we went down to $600. Again, still sponsoring people. Just the people we were sponsoring didn't have a lot of producers in it. And the rest of the story is a roller coaster ride. And it has some peaks and valleys in here. And then kind of a flat line of money. Of the people that stick. But it never really gained momentum because not every opportunity out there blows up like a banshee. There are some that are really great that do not for some reason, and some that are really not that great that do. And everything in between, and some that are really great that just blow up from day one. You just don't know what is going to take off and the masses are going to be super attracted to for whatever reasons. But this is normally the flow of residual income for most opportunities. And if they're whooper expensive, the more they cost, the less the retention is, because 80% of the people that will come into somebody's downline are non-producers. Maybe even as high as most stats I've seen, 85% actually, are non-producers. So 85% of the people you're going to sponsor aren't going to produce nothing. And they're eventually going to quit if the comp plan doesn't help them at least stick, because they're making at least what they're putting out, or even a little bit more than what they're putting out. Now, of course, the less cost that the overall opportunity cost per month, the longer they're going to stick. And that's why opportunities like Live Good lasted so long and built up to, I don't know how many people have joined overall, let's say 1 million people. But again, not a lot of people made money. But they collect a lot of money because as it grew in different areas, like I said, it's not a forced matrix. So lots of people quit because they had all these people down one leg or whatever, and it didn't fit into the matrix, and they didn't make no money. Not even enough money to cover their monthly cost of the $10. But people forget about subscriptions that are small like that for a long period of time, because it's not affecting them that much. But if your opportunity costs $30 a month, and $30 is usually the price point that really caves in quickly. You know, I've been doing this a very long time. I've seen pretty much everything you can think of. And you get past that $30 point, and $30 and above, they start to cave fast. So if you don't have that momentum, or the comp plan isn't suitable to pay them enough, like, you know, some comp plans are really great, and a couple of things we're in where they make literally $10 on their first level, and it's a 3x7, so they make literally $30 with 3 people underneath of them. And the average person, you know, of this 85% only sponsor, you know, 1 to 2 people. So these people here, plus the momentum or growth of you putting in people, that can equal them sticking longer because of the fact that they're making at least their money back. But as a builder, when you see your income do this, like I just showed you, it's very discouraging. So you don't build as hard. And you definitely usually start looking for another opportunity because it's not taking off. And instead of your income growing or staying like this $2,600, you went downhill and went downhill pretty quickly. So I'm going to go back to this Google Doc I started doing here. And now I'm going to talk about all residual. Because remember, that's talking about fast start commissions. I'm going to talk about all residual and a lower residual commission on top of that. Because if you can refer lots of people and you get paid like this example, which one of the businesses that I will leave a link for that we are involved with in the description in this underneath this YouTube video, just click on more beneath the video and you can join for free at first and check it all out before you ever upgrade or anything. Actually pays $5 residually to every single person that you personally refer. And that first upgrade is $10 monthly. So a lower residual commission instead of one-time fast start, okay? $5 times that same 300 people is only $1,500 a month. So now you go, well, that's not exciting. It's basically $6,000 less. Yeah, but remember, this was one time. This here, people keep $10 subscriptions for a long time in comparison to something that cost $25 a month, $30 a month, $40 a month. Big difference, a massive difference in the amount of time. Because people forget about $10 subscriptions, even if they're not active. And eventually they can come back and go, wow, I made money. I didn't even know it because I haven't logged in here in 5 months. But I want you to look at that $5 for every personal referral you bring in a total residual comp plan times 12 months. If you had 300 people you personally sponsored, that would be $18,000 yearly in residual income. Now, that price point also allows you to refer a whole heck of a lot more people. Because in the digital age that we live in, around the world, there are many poverty-driven countries that can get started in low comp plans. Now, usually low comp plans means there's not much money in it. Because like a Live Good, unless you have a massive downline, I'm talking massive, you're not going to make any money. But in a comp plan that's structured right, that is small matrix, that is a stair step to another matrix, plus pays you a $5 residual commission if you're a heavy hitter or a person who can refer a lot of people, or hey, even 100 people. $5 times 100, that's $500 monthly. Take that times a long period of time, because people keep $10 subscriptions, especially if it's something that they can utilize in making more money. And I'm going to give you an example of that. That's why you need to keep watching. But take that times 12, like I said, and that's $18,000 yearly in pure residual income. And I haven't even got to the matrix yet. Or the matrices, I should say. And like I said, we are part of multiple programs ourselves. Some that have fast start commissions just like this here. But as a marketer, I've always hated that. I hated that because I love leverage. I love network marketing. And network marketing is where we have built residual income that has paid us for years and years and years and years and years. But up front, a lot more people quit because of the fact of these fast start commissions, because if they're not big refers, they don't make anything. So when this system came out that we're part of now, we jumped in both feet and started promoting hard because of the fact it's pure residual. Our income is not going to go like this. Because as we continually add people and our team grows, remember, people are making $5 residual commissions for every single person that they personally sponsor, on top of the matrix commissions in both of the matrices that are here that pay you whether you refer somebody or not. So that gives people more time to earn and go, hey, I really like this. Whereas with the fast starts system, it's not very congruent. I mean, I still build them, I'll put that disclaimer again, because we build multiple streams. I'm just saying that fits into what we're doing. This is much more lucrative. I would rather make $18,000 yearly, or potentially, it doesn't mean every person's going to keep their subscription, but the chances are that you're going to make more than the $7,500 are huge. Let's just put it that way. And that's where I put this note to myself. Let's compare the roller coaster ride of smaller residual commissions paid via the matrix as well. So now we're going to give an example of a matrix. There's multiple matrices out there that pay 25 cents, 35 cents, 50 cents, even as high as $1 per member. So if you have 300 people that you personally sponsored, or 300 people in your downline, no matter who sponsored them, and it fits into a force matrix where they are all in your levels. Force matrix is, I've explained that in other videos. You can watch them on my YouTube channel. But that means you can make $300 a month. If it was as high as $1, at 25 cents per member per level, you'd only make $75. If you had 300 people. See, that's why I never really got the bug to join Live Good or any other comp plans that were designed like that, because it was just such a low payout residually. And as a network marketer doing this as a living, I'm after the residuals. I want to build big residual income. Now, I can show you a system where it pays on several levels $4 per member per level. So if you had that same 300 people on those levels, you'd make $1,200 monthly. And because it has more than one matrix, people can stair step their way into the matrix that I'm talking about that cost $27 monthly to make more money. Whereas these other comp plans based on $10 a month only that pay the peanuts of 25 cents, and then the bigger ones that cost like $25, $30 and only pay $1 per member per level, that's not as sexy. That's not as congruent to building big residual income, where you don't end up on this roller coaster ride. Because in what we're building now, it's pure residual. That's all it is, pure residual. Every part of the comp plan is pure residual. And retention, because it starts off with a $10 matrix and has a stair step to a $27 matrix, the retention rate is going to be way higher, which is going to give you a consistency to building residual income. And that program that I'm talking about is Daily Ads, which I've done a ton of videos on already, because we joined about a month and a half ago. That's when this thing launched. And they have a bronze matrix that pays $5 residual commissions for every personal referral you bring into that bronze matrix. And you can make up to $99 monthly through that bronze matrix. But that's not where the big money is. And this gives people advertising. Advertising, I mean, I've done a lot of videos on the advertising. Watch the other videos that I've done on Daily Ads. I'm not going to go through that in this video. And the owner, I just talked to him again today. He's got so many plans. He's a programmer. He is a developer. He's got so many plans for the advertising of the site, no matter what else you're in. If you're promoting XYZ opportunity or affiliate program or MLM business, you can promote that here because this is non-competing. This is first and foremost great ways to get traffic to everything that you are promoting. And that's another reason why people will keep this, because what does every marketer need on the planet, or everybody in MLM or network marketing or affiliate marketing? They all need eyeballs on their ads. They all need more people becoming a lead, signing up. The only way you're going to do that is through advertising. And that's what this site is all about. It just happens to have two great matrices that are all residual, and a third one to come out that will even add more money to the pot. So I talked about that first bronze matrix. Now I'm going to talk about the silver. Silver costs $27 a month. You got to be a bronze member in order to even purchase silver. So totally you'd be paying $37 a month. But in the bronze matrix, that's a small matrix. It's designed to help you pay for the silver matrix, because you can make $5 per personal referral. So it only takes 2 people you personally sponsored to pay for your bronze. And whatever team below you, you earn up to $99 monthly in that very teeny matrix. Not big, easy to fill out. And that money you can use to stair step your way to silver if you really don't have the money to go all in. How great is that? So it's like these other programs, but on steroids. Because now you can become a silver member, and people who can afford budget-wise to do this and want to make money fast and have experience and want to go all at it, you become a bronze and a silver. That's what we did immediately, because once we seen this, we were like blown away, because it has everything that over the years I wish certain opportunities, certain MLM companies had, was like a real method for people to make residual income and stair step their way truly, not like tons of obstacles where you got to do this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that to qualify in order to earn from this or that or this and that, because only the heavy hitters and the 15% earn from those type of systems. This is not designed like this. This owner that did this, I told him today that your system is an amazing system. It's going to help the most people the quickest, the way it's designed, because I've never seen a system designed like this. In this $27 matrix, you get more advertising for your money. Like I said, you can join for free, kick the tires, come back here, start looking into all the advertising. And this silver matrix, which I already have brought up here, because you already know the bronze pays up to $99 a month, plus $5 recurring commission on every personal referral, which you retain all of those, and you make that money. But you got to be bronze in order to purchase silver, so you got to have both of them. And soon to come out eventually is a gold matrix. I can't wait for that, because it's going to be even more money. But look what this pays out per person, per member, per level. You're talking on your first level, $2 per person, per member, per level on the first level. So 3 times 2 is $6. Next level holds 9 people times $2, $18. We're not talking 25 cents, 50 cents, $1. Then $4, $4, $4, $4. So a small 3x7, you can earn residually up to $8,718 a month, plus the bronze matrix. Plus, if you refer a ton of people, you're going to get that $5 residually every single month for every single person you bring in. It's all residual. You're not going to be on a roller coaster ride like this. And once you have momentum, a team building, you ain't going to be able to stop the income from coming in, because, this is not hard to promote. Again, because every marketer on the planet, every opportunity, every MLMer every network marketer, every affiliate marketer all need traffic. And so people have been flocking to this site since it launched a month and a half ago and are joining like crazy because of the traffic and because of these comp plans. And when that gold one comes out, again, the first matrix is designed to help you stair-step your way into both of those matrices so that you can even make more money. And I got to imagine that gold matrix is going to pay out beautifully. So this is all residual. This is an example of all residual. And the last thing I can say is, does the traffic work? Well, they have something in here, just one of the methods. I'm not going to get into them. I'm just going to go to the Daily Builder. And in the Daily Builder, you can add your links to different programs, or your IDs, not your link, your ID or username, of some existing, very popular other programs. Because remember, this is non-competing. This isn't competing with what you're doing. You can put up banner advertising, text ads, and you can join these or put in your IDs or username in each one of these programs, hit the lock button right here and save it. For any of these things you're existing already in, okay? And in doing that, when you are a bronze and silver member, the company advertises these on behalf of everybody that is a bronze or silver member and a free member. You can see right here. It used to have it here. I know he's been changing some of the things that he puts back here because he's trying to answer questions for people. But there used to be a thing right here that used to be the blurb about how the advertising is divided up, and it may be at the bottom or in the facts because he added a new facts thing. This just threw me for a loop for a sec because I'm used to seeing what was here, but I know he made changes today, and he has many more changes that are going to be updated because, like I said, he's a developer, programmer. But you can see you can add more programs by tier. And these programs back here, though, my whole main point in showing this, we've been a member of Udemy for years. And I'm logged into Udemy. And you can see what is the referrals here. These last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My last 10 referrals came from daily ads. Anytime one of these people come back here and purchase a solo ad, we make money. We have referred people to Udemy and used Udemy over the years many, many times. I didn't do anything. All I did was join, become an upgraded member in daily ads, and this was advertised for me. And I put in my ID for Udemy right here, and we got all these signups. And this thing just launched. And as he's going, he's built the backbone for everything to come, and he's enhancing everything as he goes along because it's his goal to make this an absolutely fantastic advertising venue for people who are in MLM, network marketing, and affiliate marketing. So, but not only that, I'll go to my Gmail account here, one of them, and I want to show you this. So you see this? Your friend joined Wise. 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 Again, I didn't ever refer anybody to Wise myself. TransferWise is a payment processor. They shorten their name to just Wise. They've been around for years. Many people receive money and send money using Wise. I didn't even know they had a referral program. I went in my back office since it was in the rotators, found that there is one, and I went and put ours in daily ads. And now we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, it will pay you money when these people use Wise. And I went ahead and put on our Wise, well, mine, in my back office here, right here. That's where they're coming from. I'm not advertising Udemy like right now anywhere separately or Wise. I've had signups to Hercules as well. It's a great safe list site where you can send to hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, we've had signups to that as well. We've had signups to Well Step by Step right here. Put our ID in for that. Paid signups. This one pays Fast Start commissions of like $25. So we got paid multiple Fast Start commissions. So just from this rotator, we already made our money because we only joined a month and a half ago. We've already made our money back of what we have spent to be a member and are in profit, not to mention all of the commissions we have made because we've already referred over 130 people to daily ads and collect on those $5 residual commissions and on the gold and silver matrix. How great is that? That's why this thing is blowing up. And that's why I'm doing this video as well, because it's not a bait and switch. I'm not going through this because, to tell you that, hey, Fast Start commissions just suck. I've always thought that. And I never did a video on it. They don't suck. Like I said, I'll take the money. So would you. But I wanted something that was all residual. So I never did a video on this, on how I didn't like Fast Start commissions, because it was always this roller coaster ride until you got momentum going and your team would build and you started collecting more of the residual commissions. And sometimes it would take a while, but when you burn through, everybody has that initial sphere of influence. And when you burn through that, you don't sponsor as many people as you do in that first initial burst. And so a lot of times, then you're on more of a roller coaster ride and less momentum kicks in right away. And that's why I wanted to do this video, because I finally have found something that I totally, absolutely love, that not only has great paying comp plans and soon another really fabulous one, but it's all residual. All residual. So, other than that, my friends, I will leave a link underneath the video. You can check out daily ads for free. Join, kick the tires, go back there, explore it. And we will see you on another video and look forward to you joining our team if you decide to. Other than that, have a great day.